Hello everyone, I'm Bodine Victoria. Welcome to my new kitchen, and these are my pots. Thank you so much for waiting on this brand new season of BodinePot, a place where we share Bahamian culture through food. Our new focus is going to be on supporting more farmers market vendors and persons in the agricultural manufacturing space, in addition to helping you connect with your culture and with Bahamian culture through food, using some of the quicker methods I've learned, as well as being able to preserve those traditional Bahamian tastes. Today's episode is sponsored by Conch Broth by PURE FLAVA. I've had the opportunity to use Conch Broth on a number of different projects, and I can tell you the flavor is delicious, and I'm going to show you how you can use this even when you don't have conch to enhance flavor in your conch and non-conch dishes. Please be sure to go to the Airport Industrial Park and visit Best Brew, which is where you can pick up this Bahamian made product. Yes, you can carry it with you in your checked luggage when you go to Canada, the United States, or anywhere in between. Yes, you can gift it. It is delicious. I've been watching my socials, and some of you have been in my DMs saying, you know what, we want you to show us how to create more food that's nutritious, food that tastes good. And so I felt as though being able to go to the farmer's market and to kind of get some of those items that we enjoy on a weekly basis while supporting those markets is a great way for me to incorporate that into the show. So today I'm going to be using a lesser known green. It's called Khorasan, but commercially it's called Kamut, and we're going to be using some farmers market kale, onions, sweet peppers that I picked up at a local market to make a delicious warm salad that can be turned into something else. Great recipes start with great preparation. So you want to dice those onions you got from the farmer's market, and then you want to wash, destem, and chop your kale up very coarsely. Then you want to peel your potatoes and cut them into even squares or chunks, and this is so that they bake evenly when we put them into the oven at 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, depending on how firm you want them to be. Put them on the middle rack so that they cook evenly and delicious. I added some Best Brew smoked sweet paprika to these because I wanted that kind of smoky flavor. Now I'm cutting up the bell pepper. Again, we're going to dice it, not finely dice it, just dice it well enough so that it's even. Destem the thyme, please. You don't want stems in this particular dish. And then we're going to grate the garlic. You can use garlic paste, whatever is convenient, but I have fresh garlic, so I'm using that. And chopping my parsley. And of course, it's time to cook. I forgot to tell you that you need to soak your kamut overnight if you do not have a pressure cooker. I don't have a pressure cooker. I didn't want to be boiling this all day, so I soaked 1 cup in a reusable jar, and this is how much it is early in the morning when I got up to do this recipe. And you're going to be tempted to oversalt your kamut the same way that you would salt pasta. And if that is the case, you want to throw off the water before you add your conch broth. Here's what I love about conch broth. Conch broth comes in salted and unsalted flavors, and that means that you can control the amount of sodium that goes into your body. And the flavors are so complex that it adds flavor while you can only need to use a minimum amount of the broth. Keep it refrigerated. Unopened, it lasts about 6 months, and opened, you need to use it within 7 days, or you can just freeze the unused portions until you're ready to use them, and that helps it to last. Okay, so behind the scenes, what you smelling, Kisney?
Everything that's good.
What you smelling? Tell me what you smell.
Like it smells like shrimp and like sugar and like yams and like that's another vegetable that I eat.
What if I told you I've not put any seafood in this
Can't.
yet?
You're lying.
I'm serious. I have not put any. There's no seafood in this pot yet.
Hey, this tastes like.
You won't even taste it yet.
Smell like. I can't. Oh, you have to record. I can't taste that.
No, no, it's
Anthony,
only.
this for me and you, yeah.
And now that I have my best friend's stamp of approval, we're going to take some butter and now we're going to caramelize those diced onions. And when we say caramelize, I want you to cook them out until they're translucent. And then if you want, you could cook them out until they're a bit brown. If you're like me using an electric stove, just make sure it's not turned up too much. I added the garlic, I added the thyme, and now I'm adding the red pepper. And at this point, basically our recipe is just about done, to be honest, because conch broth does all of the work in terms of the seasoning of your food for you. Because of the way that it's prepared, it is so complex and it has a sweet kind of flavor. Now we are going to put in the parsley. Yes, because we want that herbiness. And look at me, just putting all that salty water inside there. Actually, it ended up coming out really good. So what you want to do is you want to mix this in, and I'm adding a bit more kale because I feel like it could have taken it. You know, when it comes down to green leafy vegetables, they tend to kind of dissipate. And look at it. This is a warm salad that you can have. The water's being absorbed into the kale. And look how beautiful this is going to be. Conch broth honestly made this so delicious. And here we go. We're going to plate this. And here's what I want everybody to know. In addition to using the conch broth as a base, you don't have to have conch for it to have complex flavors. You can add your sweet potatoes, then you can add things like walnuts, your chickpeas, or any other type of protein you want, your chicken, your shrimp. My friend is eating the shrimp version. And so however it is that you want to take this up a notch, just know conch broth helps make it great. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and follow us on TikTok. We are going to be giving you more really short recipes for you to create the delicious meals that you want, you crave, and you need. Save you a couple of dollars while upping that nutritional value and keeping that Bahamian flavor. So until next time, y'all know the drill. Don't let any and everybody dig up in your pot.
Help me.
You call me?
Yes, I called it.
What you want, Susan?
Okay. So, I want you to. This look good? What you seeing?
You eating food. I'm staying with the squares. So am I recording or not recording?
Oh no, you're not recording. You just pressing the. Oh.
I didn't know what the was.